Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I feel like talking a little bit. Check out if you don't want to hear. I was thinking what background to put. I want to talk and joke also, and also reflect. I wanted to put a I wanted to put a background, and I had to go searching what to put. I found this one, but I'll tell you that I'm smart. I'm learning, and I was like, yeah, dancing and everything. This is nice. And then I was like, number one. What would Tian Sass think if she sees girls dancing? And then number two, I was thinking, I know Hannibal has something similar like that when he takes breaks. I was like, that's the last thing that I would need to do. People will really think, whoa, what is she looking, what fire is this one looking for in the end? So we started funny. I have to share my jokes. I have no one to joke with, and I'm pretty funny sometimes. So I want to tell you why do I comment about all these people, reactionists, even other channels, not just Girl World. I comment about other things. Even today I found something, but I didn't have time to. I'll comment on that tomorrow. About other things that I just don't understand and I find weird. That I do mention some reactors and my opinions about that. That also comes into my videos, but it's not just that. It's my opinions. And why do I have these things? Because it is strange. I'll tell you why. Because when I was small, my parents, oh, I don't want to be dramatic, my parents, but it's from where I got it, I explain. So my dad never spent time with me, and I only had my mom until what? Until age 13 as family. And my mom, she was young. She had me when she was 20. And for her, fun was because I was always out. I was always around grown-ups. As I told you, the life of my parents. I was always around grown-ups. So when my mom would, instead of playing with me with dolls and cards or toys like other normal parents do, my mom would play with me, like a kid, and tell me, okay, imitate Anita, make fun of Franz, make fun of. I'm not gonna give names now, but you get it. And that was her fun. And I would make fun of the people. This one talks like this, and this one acts like this. And she found it cute, and she would laugh at me, and then I would think, oh, this is how I get love from my mom. But in the end, that was not a good thing, because you see, it's stuck in my mind always to judge, when actually I should be looking just at myself better, which anyways I do. And that's why when I make my commentaries, when I do wrong and I say wrong, I say, oh, that was messed up. I also learn in life, and that I don't think normally like other people do. It's because I didn't have a normal life. And it's not, that's the thing, I have all the evidence. I can show you pictures on the internet, I can show you websites, I have the evidence. People might say, oh, you're just inventing this. Why would I invent? I have all the evidence. But anyhow, that was not the point. That I have to, the evidence, I don't know where I was going, but hold on. So yeah, about my mom, she taught me about commenting. That's why I like commenting. That's why my channel is for fun, because it is my release, my outlet, and for fun. And I don't want it. I would never, that's why I say I would never monetize something like that. Monetize me commenting. But you also know, you have to give it to me. When people do good, I give them credit. It's not like I just comment on the bad. I give them credit too. So I'm not unfair. That something in my mind, yeah. But don't judge me so harsh. In the end, I had my vision. That I was going to, I don't know, maybe I saw a little bit of a hero. In whatever way that I do it, I'm going to get somewhere with this story. That was back then. And then as time passed, I don't know what my mind was thinking, but I felt like somehow I'm behind the scenes a little bit. But yeah, you saw that I never put it on my channel, or I lacked in life a recognition. I achieved a lot, and I achieved so much because I wanted. I don't want to listen to your music, but thank you very much for your offer. He said I'm not alone. Thank you. I have my YouTube friends, and so I always was. I've achieved so much in my life because I had in Romania. I hit it hard. I was from the life that I had as a kid, and then going back to not going back. Arrived first time living in Romania, and grandma not knowing Romanian language, and I was a weirdo. I'm a weirdo all my life. That's why my dialect cannot be defined. Even in Romanian, I don't speak Romanian with Romanian dialect. German, I think I speak Austrian with. Ich glaube, ich denke, ich spreche Deutsch auf. Ich kann auch Wienerisch sprechen, Eura. Also ich denke, ich spreche Deutsch ohne Akzent. English, I speak with an accent. Romanian, I speak also. I'm not gonna. You don't even understand. I don't think there's any Romanians listening to this, so I'm not gonna demonstrate. Dar pot să vorbesc și românește. Okay, enough. The point is that I never had recognition, so I achieved so much in my life, and I wanted to show my parents that I can, and maybe they'll give me recognition and some love and some attention. And so I was chasing until Bali, until my mom did what she did with my dad and everything. Until age 38, I was chasing my parents and affection. My mom made sure that everybody's separate. My grandmother in Romania, my dad in Austria, she in Bali. Me, I was moving all over, traveling for work. I lived also in Holland. Now I'm not going to talk now. I'm going too much. That was not the point. I'm sorry for driving. You can check out if I'm annoying you, because I heard that many people have a headache from me, so I understand. This is actually, I'm just doing this for myself, so I understand if you leave. Just for my own entertainment. Tomorrow anyway, Steve is taking me out. So that's going to be nice. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, basically, I feel relieved now that it's out, because I knew all the time what's going on, and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop myself from writing and giving advices. I have some kind of, I can still master something behind the scenes. I couldn't stop myself, and nobody's gonna know. It's stupid. I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna get to some point. Something's gonna come out of this. Yeah, something really did come out of it, didn't it? That the people I see that people view my videos, and I ask, can you give me advice, comments, and nobody wants to be associated on my page anymore. I can see that they look, but they don't want it. I had even people giving me farewell, but in a nice manner, that I'm sorry, I don't want to be so I understand that. I have to just understand it, and it's sad, but that's the punishment you have for stupidity. No? And me with my beliefs that I can make a change. I have what power? What was I thinking? I don't, still until today, I don't know about YouTube. What was I doing, messing around and all that? If I just would stick to this commentary, like I let people believe that nobody knew. But in the end, I didn't do a few messages, but they were just ugly messages and not necessary. It just showed that I was too much invested, obsessed, psychotic with this whole matter. But I explain, this is how I reflect, and I learn, why did I act, actions, I study myself, and now I talk on this YouTube, and it's, maybe some people can, I don't think anyone can relate to me. No. That was a good one. No, maybe so. No, I don't think so. But yeah, basically because of the life that I had and living everywhere, I never had a base home. I consider my base home Austria. my family house, good memories, feeling safety, feeling a little bit of family. So when you ask me where's your home, I go back there. There's where I feel the most. But now, as I said, I haven't been in that house since the passing of my father. So I don't know what feeling I would have nowadays if I would enter. Because I lived everywhere, I never had a base ground, and I never had I was changing communities. And the thing is, I get really attached to people. That's why I go crazy. I don't know because I didn't have a normal life, I don't know the line. Where's the line of normality and what's too much, I don't know that, because I didn't have normal relationships like others have with their mom and their dad, brother. I have bad stories with my past boyfriends, and I can't mention too much because then it's too much talking about me. But I didn't have normal relationships or life like other people had, the simple, normal life. Maybe they also traveled a little bit, but I was, for me, it was just extreme. And that messes up your mind a little bit, insecurity, and I don't know. But that's why I always tell people to appreciate your family. Appreciate your family, like, it's the most valuable thing, and I never was taught that. I was taught, no, alone, be alone, you're a golden stone. That was the phrase my parents told me all the time. When I would say, oh, I have a boyfriend, or I want to get married, or I want to have children, they would block that idea out of my mind immediately. I'm sorry that the background is not great. I'm not going to move because I'm afraid the phone will fall and the video will collapse. And I told you also my parents are criminals, so when you judge me, I never got minors for anyone. I was requested or hinted to get, and I didn't. I checked the ID. And there are so many other things. I can't cover all the stories. What I've seen in Romania, and that even Nicu Ghiara, I can't go into all the stories. And in my travel, in my work, when I was in Kuwait, my clients kind of found out that I was working for Israel, and instead of punishing, being bad to me, they decided to torture me and chop up some sheep to see how I react to that. Thanks to God, I was raised in Bali, Indonesia, where they chop up everything. Very easy peasy. So I was not afraid, I even smiled. I'm like, this is cool. I said, this is like Discovery Channel for me live. And they were shocked how I reacted. They smiled. But they still bought, even though they knew that the company was from Israel. So, and all my clients, I was friends with all my clients. We were going on holidays. I was invited to to their weddings, to their children's weddings. I was invited. That's how close. That's why I bond. I bond really close with people, because I lacked it from my foundation, from my home. And as you see, I'm not gonna now say what I am. I'm pretty pleasant to talk to. That's more, and more than that I don't need to say. I'm not a bad person to chat with and hang with. But yeah, I had the need for what recognition. I got it, but not a good recognition from all that. Anyhow, let's move to funny stuff. Enough analyzation and reflection. I told him, Steve, do you know who is worried about you and is asking about you? And he said, no. And I said, Breezy. Do you know Breezy? Because she did comment in Monty's chat. Or I don't know in which chat. She likes to come. Whoever, not many people, Monty's chat. Monty. I hope Steve is okay. And that's the thing. That's why I'm glad. I feel relieved. And a lot of hate I had much more hate. A lot of hate has washed away. But I found it actually cute, Breezy, I don't think you listen to the channel, but in case, thanks, Steve is okay. Should I be asking you some questions? No, I won't go there. I won't be. We laughed, we don't have to know. Yeah, and that's all I have to say. Like, so Hannibal had a chat today, and I was in the chat of Malice, but I don't chat anymore. I just follow. And Hannibal, I saw he kept it 3 hours. So I have to say, for that to hang in there 3 hours, I couldn't do it. So I had a different perspective on it. You know, maybe some people don't edit and make, and you know what I mean, don't edit and make other stuff, you know, as entertainer. Maybe some people just entertain, you know, and they are willing to sit there for 3 hours to do it. So yeah, that I think is also, now I consider that work. But you know, he's loyal. That's also one thing, he's loyal to his fans. These ones that were, I have a feeling that there's some that when they feel they need a little bit of money, you know what I mean? When they feel they need a little bit of money, they're like, okay, they don't make a schedule or something. No. Now they react, and because they're so famous or known, let's not say famous, the people don't mind, you know, and they have clicks, views, all that. I'm not giving any names. Breezy also, I saw in the notifications. Breezy, she posted one after the other again. Boom, boom, boom. I told you the dedication in her. What I wonder is that she doesn't feel ridiculous. I would feel, because I remember when I started to post, now I don't care anymore. People already know me. people know too much of me. But now it is what it is for me. But at the beginning when I started, I was worried. I was like, oh, you saw at the beginning I didn't care how I look and what I was saying and yelling. I remember many times I was hitting I was so angry with Foodie Beauty. I couldn't help myself and I was hitting the laptop. I was going with my hand, but really hard. That's how the anger and how, in what state I was mental state back then. I forgot the thread. What was I saying? Yeah, that Breezy doesn't feel pathetic. That's she knows that kind of everybody knows. She doesn't do anything except sit in front of the computer. I'm not much better, but I do. You see, I cook, I play with Steve, I do stuff. I'm here 8 months in America. I got married. I don't have to talk more about me again. Let's not derive.
Avoiding triggers but still get migraine attacks? Qlipta can help prevent migraine attacks. Qlipta gets right to work.
But she just sits in front of the computer and does nothing and has no initiative or motivation. Doesn't talk about anything except herself, her sobriety, and to get attention and how special her life is. I don't want to go in there, but anyways, if I'm already there, Breezy, what did you do in your life? I've asked you, I think 100 times. And I'm not here to say I'm better or show off, but you say you're so interesting, but with what? What did you study? Where have you traveled? What have you accomplished? What have you worked? Something like that. My battery's gonna finish. Hey, anyways, I rambled enough. There's nothing else going on. I hope you enjoyed and I didn't bore you. Peace, everyone.